Hey Shark Nation, it's great to have you here with us again today. Really excited about this episode. It's our third episode of Shark Center, meeting here in our weight room. And part of the reason for that is we have Coach Julian Paksi here with us, and he's very passionate about the weight room, very passionate about taking care of his body and just really supporting the kids in our athletic programs here at St. Louis. Coach Paksi is a football coach, the D-line coach. He's been with us for about a year now and has brought a lot of energy and excitement. He's our social media guru. Did you have to interview for that position?
I kind of just jumped right into it.
Yeah. We kind of view him as our strength and conditioning coach. And what's really cool is Coach Paksi is providing right now a challenge in our community and in our football players and different athletes. Coach Paksi, share that quickly with us before we get into our interview time.
Yes, this challenge is for the entire community. One of the players last year said, let's change the culture, and that's what I like to do is let's change the culture. Let's expect to win as a community. Challenge each other to be healthy, get up, and maybe do a few more push-ups than you probably would. I'm just asking to challenge your friends and parents and youth sports. There's been quite a few youth athletes joining on this challenges. Shout out to Michael Borey. He's done the last 2 weeks challenges and
Nice.
has posted them on Facebook. And the hashtag we've been using is hashtag STL Shark Challenge. And you can search that hashtag and see everybody's videos and comments and workouts I've been posting.
Well, Coach Paksi is a graduate of St. John's High School, played college football at Albion College, D-line, right?
Yep.
Is that it? And it just brings a great ability to our school, and just very excited about him to share his story with us today. And because remember, Shark Center is all about us helping you to be able to cope and deal with certain struggles and situations, and to bring in adults and coaches, teachers, to help you to see that you can overcome some adversity that we face in life. And I think Coach Paksi's story today is going to be a great example of that. So thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Coach, I want to start by asking, what was your upbringing like?
I grew up in the little town of Ashley, right outside here. I went to high school in St. John's, like you previously said. Graduate from Albion College with a physical education degree. Football's pretty much been my life since I was little. My dad played in Ashley, and my entire family has been sports athletes. Hard work was my stepdad's probably biggest thing, is you earn what you want. So he would have me cut wood pretty much 365 throughout the entire year. Didn't matter what the weather was like, we're out there cutting wood, mowing grass. If I wanted extra $20 to go to prom, I was working for it. And if I wanted a car, I was working for it.
That's awesome. So you went on from St. John's High School, was recruited by Albion to play in the defensive line. Share that story a little bit with us. Did you jump right in? Were you play right off the bat? What were some of the struggles that you faced there?
So leaving high school, I was getting recruited by Alma and Albion, and I decided to get away from the area and went down to Albion. And I was one of the smaller guys on the defensive line. There are a lot bigger guys in college than they are in high school. And I played at a pretty big high school. I probably went there at 215, and I had to grow. So that was the biggest challenge, was more physical than it was mental, because I just jumped right in, and my hard work pretty much got me looked at. I started off on the scout team and did really well going against our first team reps during scout time period, and I got looked at, and I got to play a couple reps on in games on Saturday morning or Saturday afternoons. By the time I was a sophomore, I put on some more muscle and strength, and I was probably about 230, and still wasn't quite there yet. They bounced me around from defensive end to defensive tackle, and And I got to play a little bit more my sophomore year, but by the time I was a junior, I was starting. And hard work pays off.
Wow.
I made sure I was working hard in the off season.
So growing up and learning how to work hard and all that 365-day cutting wood
Yeah,
kind of paid off as you went into college. And
definitely played off, yes.
yeah, it's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
not only for myself, but I got my roommates and friends to work hard as well. And they, by the time we were seniors, they were starting.
Huh.
So
That's great.
definitely paid off.
You faced some adversity though while in college. Share that with us.
So as a junior, I just got done playing my first starting season, and it was probably that December. It was that December. It was the day before Christmas. I had some aches in my side, and I grew up having aches and pains my entire life, but this one just felt different. So I went and got it checked out, and it came back that it was liver cancer. And just off a whim of going in and getting looked at, they found it luckily.
Wow, so liver cancer at the age of 20.
20. Yeah.
Junior year of college. That had to have been a disruption to you in your life, huh?
Yeah, definitely a low point. Very worrisome because the first few months was the unknown. The doctors didn't really know what it was, what was going to happen. I still went to school, but just having that unknown in the back of your mind, I lost probably about 20 pounds. I wasn't really eating. I kind of just sat back and worried the entire time, didn't want to go out. And so that was the biggest troubling part of that, was the unknown of what it actually was. Especially when doctors said this could spread throughout my body and I could pass within the year.
Wow.
Luckily, I went to U of M Ann Arbor and got a second opinion, and they've seen the cases before, which is it's a really rare cancer I had. And they said I could finish my senior year out, I could go play football for my senior year and graduate and even get a job, and they'll just have me come in every 6 months and get it monitored, which I did, and it gave me the green light to, I need to gain my weight back, my playing weight.
Yep.
So I was probably down to 220, and I was playing between 240 and 250. And so I worked hard to put together a folder of all my workouts and what I was going to eat and what I was going to do, on top of having a job that summer. And I put on 25 pounds of muscle and came in feeling good, and had a really good year. And probably my favorite moment that year was going against Alma, winning the game with a field goal block at the very end.
Getting that dig in
Yep.
to our Scott fans out there.
Go Brits.
So how are you today? Like, do you have any concerns of the cancer, or you still get checked, or what happened?
Well, I'm cancer-free.
Awesome.
June of 2015, let's see, was it 15, 14, one of those years,
Yep.
I want to say 2014, I had a liver transplant.
Okay.
And every day, even after college, I worked out like I was training for a marathon, eating healthy, going to the gym every single day, barely having a day off, maybe Saturdays or Sundays I would take off, but working my body to train for this marathon I was going to hold, because they put me on the list March of 2014.
Okay.
And I had that transplant of June 2014.
Wow.
Yeah, that was that quick.
That's great.
Yep.
That's great. So how did all of that, I mean, I think we could probably go back to your childhood and just all those experiences, and then even dealing with the cancer. How has all of those adversities put you in the position where you are today as a person?
Just looking forward to the next day. I have a daughter now, and I want to stay healthy and live a long life, watching her grow and watching her kids grow, and hopefully growing and having a bigger family one of these days, and just having that healthy mind frame in the back of my mind of living each day to the fullest. And hard work gets you there.
Yeah, and I see that as you challenge our kids and our community of working hard, not making excuses. You can overcome really anything you face in life if you put your mind to it and work hard in the process.
Yep. My first team I coached, my biggest thing was no excuses. I even painted it on their weight room wall, no excuses, go hard or go home.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the way I lived my life, was either you go hard or you go home.
Yeah.
No excuses.
It's great. It's great. You know, Shark Nation, it's one of the reasons why I wanted Coach Paksi here today, following up our 5 H's, because I really think he sets that example of those first 2 H's of being humble and also being honest. And when we're humble, we're able to see more clearly, and then we're able to see what's really going on. And that happened, I think, during his college years of and facing that cancer, and what has made him who he is today. And so I think that's my greatest challenge to you as viewers today, is that we desire for you to see the adversities that you face as not something that has to pull you down or discourage you, but can help to shape you into being the person that you're going to be in the future. And so I want to throw that challenge out to you again that I threw out last week. Be a difference maker in this community. Coach Paksi is being a difference maker in our community, and I'm thankful for that. He's not a perfect person. He has his ups and downs and struggles, as we all do, but he is striving to be influential in the world that he lives in and the people that he's touching. And so we're just so thankful for that, Coach, that you're a part of our program above and beyond football, because it's so much more of what you're doing here for all of our athletes and all of our people in our community. So Shark Nation, I hope that you've enjoyed our time with Coach Paksi. We look forward to you visiting with us again next week, and have an awesome week.
Go Sharks.